early too. But anyways, uh, we're going to segue to Cameron Simon. Cameron Simon, his fifth fight in the UFC. He was going against another guy that came through Dana White Contender Series in Talbot. I'm gonna say that guy has the best tattoos in the UFC. He has this cool tattoo that like he's got something on his leg, and then he's got this black hole in his stomach and the black hole in his back as well. Very cool tattoo. Pay-per-view is early morning Africa. When Cameron fought, it was 5:30 a.m. in South Africa. Damn. South Africa way ahead than us in time.
Yeah, they are like 2 hours ahead. Yeah, they're 2 hours ahead of
Yeah.
GMT. Yeah.
All right. So Cameron Simon was fighting this Talbot guy. And before you've said something in the past, right? When I saw Cameron Simon and Talbot in that octagon, I remembered something you said that you said
Look, like
Cameron
man
is
against
too
boy.
small.
I've
Yeah,
always said
he's too
it's
small
too
for
small for that division. Yeah.
he's small for his division. Because both fighters made weight, and I saw like straight on in the first round, I could see the difference in power. Because Talbot was not respecting whatever was coming his way from Simon. He was walking him down, right? He was catching kicks. You know when you disrespect someone so much, he throws a kick and you hold the kick, and then you still waste time holding the kick and then pushing him away, and then walking. He was walking down Cameron Simon like RoboCop. Like he was not respecting whatever was coming from Cameron Simon's way,
He
and
was
you could tell
dominating.
there was a bit of a body size difference, but there was certainly a difference in the power in that first round. It was like um MSP. I think Dana White had a nickname for him. He called him the future or something. And Talbot made him look light work, man. He made it look very, very, very easy. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is someone that has seen both of them. Temba said Talbot is huge. He's 6 foot for a bantam. It's huge, and Cameron is a big bantamweight.
Whoa.
So, well, there you go. So, if Talbot can continue killing himself to make weight in bantamweight, then I guess he's going to be running through those guys, most of them,
He's on the
because
British Sean
the
O'Malley.
way the way the first round looked, if you're not a fan of MMA and you see that fight the first time, you probably be like, why is this man fighting a young boy like this? Because it wasn't looking like it was a fair fight. Kudos to Cameron Simon. He never stopped throwing. He was constantly throwing. He got hurt a lot of times in the first round, which made I'm sure played a significant role in him getting finished in the second round, because it just took one punch. He fell, his head bounced off the canvas, which is never a good sign. I heard that in the UFC they have to stop every fight that a fighter gets his head bounced in the canvas, but the ref kind of like gave them a bit of a give Simon a bit of time to kind of recover, but he never did, and Talbot took the victory. For a casual, if you see that fight, you would definitely be a fan of Talbot. First of all, awesome tattoo. Absolutely loved it. His demeanor, even after he got the TKO, was incredible. But let me throw this your way, right? Because I've spoken too much. What do you think is next for Cameron Simon? What do you think is next for Simon? And also, do you think we're still going to see Usman versus Chris Barnett?
Okay. 1/2. What's next for Cameron Saaiman? I was thinking really because of that size differential. I think he is probably on like the lower end of the range for bantamweights. I think he should probably make a try at flyweight, and he will dominate those guys at flyweight. I
Boy,
see.
he looks ripped, shredded. There is no more no more space to cut any weight. What are you saying?
If Henry Cejudo could do that, right? Come on, come
Mm,
on. If TJ Dillashaw, who was bantamweight champion, right, who go down to flyweight, there's a possibility. That is actually a possibility. He could try flyweight, right? We even had these other guy. tried it as well. This guy is going to fight in what's it called? Needs a long break. Okay. It needs a long break, yeah. But then he could try a shorter flyweight. Mohammed Usman, I would like to see that fight against Chris Barnett. And another person I would like to see him fight is Rogerio de Lima. Right, that would be an interesting one. He before this fight, he was on an upward trajectory.
Mhm.
We were looking at possibility of pitching him against somebody in the lower end of the rankings, probably 15, 14, 13, right? But then
Mhm.
I don't think this fight took anything off his stock. His stock is still rising, and let's see him fight Chris Barnett or probably
Well,
Delima.
I think about Simon, I actually think he should. Yo, dude, he just got to the UFC and this is his fifth UFC fight,
Hmm.
right? He really needs to take his time because prior to him coming to the UFC, he was very busy fighting in MMA, in EFC, sorry. And uh I know he loves to always fight because there was a time he was, I think, on one of Dricos's card, and he was injured, but he still went through training, still came and he fought. There was then the second fight after that. He came into the fight. His opponent missed weight by like 5 kgs or 5 pounds or more, and he had the chance to forfeit the fight, but he still took the fight, which gave him his first L in MMA. So there's this eagerness for him to go out there and fight. But since he started fighting, he's never like suffered defeat like this where he got his head pounded so many times. Um, I think I agree with Temba. He needs to sit home, heal up, train, clear his brain, and come out. I think now that Dracos is champ, we would not see him until a couple of months. Maybe that might be long enough because he always wants to be in the same uh, fight card as Dracos. We have Temba saying also management wise, I don't know who is managing, but shouldn't have taken this fight. Wish the previous guy and with this guy, but again, you fight who you are told. Yeah, bro, that Talbot guy was. I really, to be honest, I didn't see him in Dana White contender
That's
series, but prior when I was looking him up before this fight, bro, it was very, very scary. Very, very scary. And if you hear the dark things that that guy is saying, he's such a cool guy, such a cool guy. Anyways, shout out to Cameron Simon, man. Wishing you all the best. Would love to see you back in there. But take your time and heal up. Uh